Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Golden Mountain, Golden Meadow. Well, today I would like to talk about a wonderful place in Tarai region in Nepal. That's Janakpur. Janakpur is one of the most famous as well as one of the most classical and having a lots of historical as well as religious value. Moreover, the ethnic group of Mithila themselves, Mithila, are the wonderful people that I have ever met in Janakpur. So visiting Janakpur is one of the most important destinations that everybody has to set in their lives. Once in a life, you have to visit Mithila. The name of Janakpur has been so many information regarding that, but as far as the title that suggests over here we have something called Mithila, we have Janaki Mandir, we have Sita inside Janaki, and it's in Nepal. It's not in Kathmandu. There is Ram Mandir somewhere and Ganga Sagar, Vivah Panchami. These were various different type of information can be seen, and we have different Bihar hotels. City, it's also city. Ramananda Chowk, Chhat Puja temple. Narendra Modi also visited there, and so many different ways. We have also linked to railway train. The dham mapping can be got, so birthplace of Sita, tourism destination, and so. Moreover, let's talk about little bit information, and let's thank once again to welcomenepal.com. It's an official site of Nepal Tourism Board. Welcomenepal.com, places to visit, places to see. It's Janakpur. Inside Janakpur we do have information. Okay, here we have a beautiful picture. I wonder what they look like. I wonder whether they have this exact the picture that's given in this picture itself. It's a wonderful picture. At top we have got Janakpur temple, very classical, and in the middle of the Terai region, in the middle of this flat land, beautiful gorgeous temple is established, it's built. Okay, Janakpur. Stroll through the historic Mithila city to experience the Tarai culture of southern Nepal and visit the grand Ram Janaki temple in the center of the city that draws allusions to the famous Hindu epic Ramayana. The temple is the main attraction of the city and draws large crowds of visitors. Okay, that's good. Large crowd of visitors visit in Janakpur. Janakpur has been mentioned in the Ramayana as the birthplace of Sita, Ram's consort. As Ram is believed to be the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Sita is believed to be the incarnation of goddess Lakshmi. So it is said that Ram and Sita met in Janakpur and eventually got married here. Janakpur is one of the holy places, holy sites on the holy circle, which is carried out by devout Hindus as a form of worship along with Ayodhya, Kashi, and Breeze in India. Well, another important religious site nearby is Dhanusha Dham, dating back to the Ramayana era. It is believed to be the place where the broken remains of Lord Shiva's bow fell after Ram broke it to win Sita's hand in marriage. Wow, classical drawing and very interesting. Okay, fossilized fragments of the broken bow is believed to be preserved here. Dhanusa is known for religious sightseeing, lush surrounding of trees and groves, semi-rural charms, the Tarai suburbs, and the colorful Mithila art and culture. So people, I would like to talk about people as well. Very gorgeous people, very smart people, and very hospitable people, very friendly people. Okay, diverse ethnic groups live in the district of Dhanusha, such as the Yadavs, Teli, Brahmins, Kastha, Tharu, Musar, Rajput, and Kshatris. They make up the core inhabitants of these villages around Dhanusha, and their occupation is predominantly farming. The whole region is also considered the center of Mithila culture, therefore, Mithila art and culture prevails in this region. So, all the art that we have is Mithila art. That's wonderful, mind blowing. How to get there? Danusha is the Danusha Dam is in Danusha district in Janakpur zone. Janakpur is approximately 390 kilometers and 10-hour drive from Kathmandu. Does it take 10 hours now that we have shortest route as well? Doesn't take 10 hours. Buses to the district headquarters Janakpur city leave from the central bus station Gongabu in Kathmandu. One can also take a 40-minute direct flight to Janakpur city from Kathmandu. Dhanusadam is 18 km from Janakpur and hours drive away. Public transportation services are available to Dhanusadam from the city areas. Tourist services, as we have in all part of city, all part of countries, we have tourist services as well. So hotels, different types of cuisines, Indian cuisines, and various different type of vegetarian species and forms. The dishes and cuisines are available. So what are to be done over there? We need to visit Janakpur and then find out what we have there itself. Okay, so that's what we had. A little bit information about what I was saying is about Janakpur. So Janakpur, moving forward, to our reading section. In our reading section, we have today Unit 15. Unit 15, talking about the past. That's third type of past description, comparing past and present. Now we are going to compare between past and present. I was so young, I was so childish, I was so innocent, naive child at the time. But now I'm grown up, I'm mature, I'm a man. So this is what we are having right now. Okay, let's get into some live speakers if there are any, and then chat, live chats. Nobody's there. That's good. Probably there's chat problem. Let's go into the depth of our own subject. Take your books, everybody. Make your book ready and your copies also, if it is necessary. Make your pen or pencil ready when you are studying. We can do it together, all together. So Unit 15, talking about the past, third type, comparing to past and present. Reading section, you have to engage yourself. Look at the picture and guess answers to the following questions. When do you generally go to a swing? Swing. Usually when you have, usually you go to Dasai on the occasion of Dasai. Usually go for swing. Other than that, we have swing in every house, in the balcony, in the terrace, in the garden, everywhere in our house locale, in our own premises of our own house, probably in garden. Navabi, can you name any 5 birds that you have seen in your locality? You please do. You have got lots of birds. You have lots of many various types of birds are there. You can just name them. Number C, what does the poet remember in the first stanza? What stanza? So we need to read a poem here at Diamonds, because it's gonna talk about the remembrance, the memory in the first stanza. So the picture shows a beautiful art and artifact of a natural scenario. Okay, so bird, trees, and small house, and boy and man. Okay, coming back, study time. Read the following poem and find out how the narrator feels the difference between past and present. The title is Past and Present. Okay, so the poem goes like this. I remember. So when I say I, one, remember, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So altogether 8 syllables in this first statement, first line. Similarly, the house where I was born. The house where I was born. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. The little 1, 2. Window 3, 4. Where 5. The 6, 7. So it doesn't have particular set of the, what is that called? I forgot. Then pattern. Okay, set pattern of now anapest or tetrameter or 3 meter, or the meter is missing here. Syllables are missing. Syllables are not equal. So random lists about all the memories that's coming from past and trying to recall in the present times. That's why it's coming all in a hustle and bustle manner. So I remember the house where I was born, the little window where the sun came peeping in at morn. He never came a wink too soon, nor brought too long a day. But now I often wish the night had burned my breath away. Okay, that's what the first stanza talks about. Second stanza says, "I remember, I remember." So the poet is trying to make us remember again and again by giving the statement, "I remember, I remember, I remember, I remember," as if he is really remembering what he is recalling. So I remember the roses red and white, the violets and lily cups, those flowers made of light. So we have got lots of flowers named, species of different varieties of flowers. The lilacs where the robin built, robin is a bird. Where my brother said there's brother as well. The laburnum on his birthday. So we've got laburnum, another tree with a with the beautiful yellow flowers. The tree is living it. So let's go to the third stanza. It says again, I remember where I was used to swing, where I was used to swing, and thought the air must rush as fresh. I was a little bit caught over here with the sentence structure. I used to swing, was used to. There's also was used to. A bit cut with the sentence structure order, and thought the air must rush as fresh. To swallow on the wing, my spirit flew in feathers then. That in is so heavy now, and summer pools could hardly cool the fever on my brow. Now go to the next last stanza that we have. I remember the fir trees dark and high. I used to think their slender tops were clouds against the sky. It was a childish ignorance, but now it's little joy. I know I'm farther off from heaven than when I was a boy. Alright, so comparison between the boys and manhood, I guess. So the old recalling of old memories comparing to the current version at the time that person is living. It's written by Thomas Hood, and the source is taken from the Golden Treasury of Best Songs and Lyrical Poems in the English Languages. Okay, there's nothing much to explain about the poem. Everything's crystal clear. Whatever is given in every paragraph, you have entirely certain things to elaborate, to say, like birds, like flowers, like feathers, and swinging, and childish play, childish memory. All these are all separately mentioned. Let's come to the vocabulary section. It says find the rhyming words. Rhyming words. Now rhyming words for the following verse from the poem Burn. For that we need to go back to the poem and we find the word morn. And then sun you get soon, day away, set yet, swing wing, high sky, and joy boy. So that's it. Moving to second part of fill in the blanks spaces with the appropriate form of the words in the boldface with the poem. So in the poem we had the bold words. Those bold words are to be filled over here appropriately, means correctly. Number 8, the tree on which the poet's brother used to sit the laburnum is still here. There, so laburnum is suitable over here. Number B, the sun used to peep in the poet's house in the morning through the little window of the house. So peep is the best one. Number C, the poet used to think the air must rush in place of dash. You can write must rush as fresh to swallows on the wings. Okay. Number D, we have the poet used to think the slender tops of the trees might touch the sky. Then we have number E, the poet say that his spirit used to fly in the feathers then, but now it's so heavy, so you have to fill up with the word spirit. Now we have third section. We have got match the following, match the words in column A with the meanings in column B. So you've got matching word meaning. Okay, so when we match all this, then we have to look at the meanings. In the right side, we have got meanings. In the left side, we have words. Words are peep, violets, lily, laburnum, slender, spirit, lilac. On the right side, let's get into the meanings. So peep, we have to look quickly and secretly at something. Violets, we have a small plant with purple or white flowers with a sweet smell that appear in spring. Lily is also flower. A large white, that's here, a large white brightly colored flower with petals that curl back from the center. And then we have got laburnum, yellowish something flowers that we have having here. It is a small tree with hanging bunches of yellow flowers. That's absolutely correct. Then we are gonna go to slender. Slender is slim, slim is thin, thin or narrow. And then we have got spirit. Spirit, a part of person that includes mind, feeling, and character. Then we have finally lilac. Lilac, a bush or a small tree with purple or white flowers with a sweet smell and grow closely together in the shape of a cone. So that's how we come to the end of this matching word meanings. Now we have question answers to do. Let's see whether we are able to do the question answer or not. Says A. Who composed this poem? I know it's Robin Hood. No, it's Thomas Hood. Right. What is the poem about? The poem about it is about the speakers, the narrators, or the personas, the past memory or past events, and comparing about current lifestyle. Well, it's a memoir of the past. And then number C, what does the poet remember in the first stanza? He remembered the house where he was born. He remembered the house where he was born, where the sun would peep through the windows. And number D, we have what does he wish in the first stanza? He wished that the night had burned his breath away. That's it. That's the final statement of the last first stanza. Then number E, what does he remember in the second stanza? He remembers various different types, various different species of flowers, roses, violets, lily, lilacs, laburnums, robin, brother, etc., 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 especially flowers. Number F, how does the poet describe his childhood in his first stanza? He describes about his activities that he did, like swinging or swimming or running and enjoying the scenario, and that was all about his jovial and lively childhood. Number Z, was the poet really closer to heaven when he was a child? Why does he think so? Yes, he really was. The poet really was closer to heaven when he was a child. According to him, he enjoyed a lot, and his childish ignorance gave a lasting joy till the present, and that's quite memorable, right? Than the hectic life of the person right now. Now, still we have got fill in the blanks with the suitable words or phrases from the box to be picked up and put in the blank. Let's complete the paragraphs. Two paragraphs are given there. In the poem, the past and present, the poet initially portrays his childhood and the house where he was born. Those beautiful days when the sun rays came peeping through his window in the morning are still vivid in his memory. In the second stanza, he remembers the days of his childhood where he used to see and feel the beautiful colors of roses and lilies and the lilacs. In the same way, he talks about the tree in which he and his brother used to set the laburnum on his brother's birthday. Second paragraph talks about the third and the first stanza, so the contrast experience of his past and present. He vividly remembers how he used to enjoy swing, used to swing, enjoy the breeze and wind. Okay, enjoy the breeze and wind. In the same way, he was all energetic and high in spirit, but now he does not have energy to lift his spirit. The water in the pool was cool and pleasant, but now it is not cool enough to cool his fever. Finally, He says how he used to think in the wildest manners about fir trees and their slender tops which could touch the sky. Now he misses his joy of his childhood and realizes that nothing is attainable. That's the end of the paragraphs. Filling up. Now we have got follow-up activity. Compare your present life with your childhood. Make notes of the main differences and present it to the class. You are in grade 10. Grade 10s, you are a teen. So 14, 15, 16, 17 probably. So you all are in teen and you remembered some kind of childhood activities. There is, if you can remember the activity that you used to do before 5 years, 5 years of age, that's gonna be your brilliant memory. Because most of the people do not remember what they did before at the age of 5 or before, especially 1 to 5. Okay, if you remember, you have excellent memory. So in between, let me talk to the one if there is anyone in live chat. No one is there. So coming back to grammar. Today I'm thinking of completing the entire lesson. Okay. Now it's grammar portion. In the grammar portion too, we need to finish up everything that's in the past narration. Look at the following sets of pictures of the same place. Mark and share the differences you have noticed. 30 years ago and now. 30 years ago was small villages clustered together and they're living by the riverside and people are having their agro-based economy. They play in the dust and mud. Now we have lots of concrete buildings, hospitals, and so many, and people are all clustered, crowded together, and the houses are built in such a manner that one house, a family of one house does not know another family of another house. They are all migrants and migrated from different regions of different part of country, and the country has been so polluted. It was all natural agro-based